How about we go down the hallway? Go in, enter the door here, enter the door here. Let me see this. See the way the obligation of what the angles do? The angles take me to where it shows me the obligation running all the way down to the end. Now, what is this design? I was looking. I'm whatever I do. Okay, I don't like to. Sometimes I don't want to say certain things because you have to be observant to everything around you. So I was watching the tape, the ticker tape of a stock, and you watch what goes on with these ticker tapes and where the high is and where the low is and how the ticker tape works. It never goes below a line, but it shows a line where it began because the first line is always at the bottom where there's nothing. Then they give it a value. They give it a true value, so it would be here. If it doesn't perform, its value goes down until it goes bankrupt. And if it performs, it just keeps going up and up. But it'll never go up like this. It can't go up like this because time runs like this. This is the way time. You go every single day, and you can only go so high. The stock doesn't have to go up every day, but you don't want it going down. You see, if it's going up, this shows you one angle. And if it's going down, if it starts here and it's going down, it'll show you this angle. Okay? It'll never show you that angle because you can't go down below that part. You only can go down by the happy medium. So what happens is this is a time period, and as the time goes on, if this stick, okay, if this points through more that corner over here, okay, if it points higher into that corner, that's too high because if it goes over time, it's going to run itself up here. That means it has to consistently be running on that angle. The increase has to be consistent like this. So it'll always come back over a period of time and run itself, let's say, to do this course, a balance. Okay, yes, things increase, but usually they go back and down over a period of time, or it'll shoot up and then it'll go straight. And that's why you take the average over so many years. And if you take the average over so many years, what is that increase? What is the normal increase? And that's step number one. So here we have time moving forward. Is this moving forward? Right? Is it moving forward? Is it being pushed forward? Are we walking forward? Or is actually forward this way? Which way is forward? When I write this way. When the Hebrews write, they write that way. I have no idea what I wrote. Aleph, Beit, Dalet, Resh, and this is like that GQ. I have no idea what it means. Then we have the value over time going up and going down, but always starting here from point 0. That point 0 is pending what time it is and how it goes. And then there's the original point of departure. So from the original point of departure into the future, that stick can never go through that angle over here. But what are these stepping stones? What are the numbers or percentages that go up to this height for this stick to do this or straight up like this? But if it goes up like this, then time is what is happening if it's just going straight up. What'll happen if it goes straight up? What goes up must come down, but why? What's actually going on? What is the supply and the demand? And then there's those who are trying to do something. I'm talking about that for other reasons. And then there's I don't have two hands in the back of me. My hands are in front of me. A ball is something that ends. It's how can I say this? A paint can has a top and a bottom. There is no reflection to the same numeric value of this. Things end abruptly. I got my feet, and it continues on. When there's light, I have my shadow. That is the duplication of who I am, or you are, or what anything is. There's, how can I say it? There's no mirror of anything. Having everything the same is not real. How can I explain this? You know, just because I just don't know how to explain it. I don't have a face in the front and a face in the back making me perfect. There is that doesn't exist. It's just like this. We have the North American, the European roulette, and the North American roulette. And the North American roulette comes with a long tail, but the other one comes with a short tail. And you might think this is an Irish kite and it means nothing. No, it works in other places, the same scenario. You think they should have put this on this side? I have to see more places that make boards like this and see what they do. Maybe there is no difference. But at the same time, we have our TP and our tail. Oh, look, number 6. Is that what it is? And look at that angle. The obligation that put me on this angle. Okay. So we talked about this piece. Oh, did we finish with the piano? The right to left on the piano. Start here, go this way. I want to do the other thing with the piano also. Right? Is that it? Is that it? Right there, right? And there's more to that. There's a story inside there. I mean, I see 3 and 8. I mean, if you really want to look at it a different way. So right to left on the piano, the center C is the 24th key. And from right to left on the piano, from right to left on the piano, sorry, right from here to here on the piano, the 29th key is center C. And from the left to right, the 24th key is center C. Total is 53. Electric company. They come together on the same key. Otherwise, it's 23 and 28. The cycle student, BC. The key. This will create the key. This is the key. 6 and 5. That's the key. The key is 11. The key is 5. the key is 7. 11, 5, 7, or if you want, we can go 25. The 5th letter, the 25th letter, and the 11th letter. And it's showing me that the key is in the moon. We're moving from analog to full digital. Actually, we're going to go digital D. Digital D. We may have had digital with analog working maybe in the processors, but it wasn't, it was still analog. Now it's going to be the satellites, Saturn, like Saturn skies, right? And this is going to be free for everybody. And it's full transparency. Full transparency on the free net, which actually means it's like the army. And in the army, you're private and the general. And when you have general things at home, it doesn't really matter. Put them here, it's a general thing, blah, blah, blah. But private, very important. But in the army, it's the complete reverse. Angel, 10, 10, 10 of Earth. This love, the connecting of the 3 arms. So we did this little tiny piece. I didn't want to stay here that long. We did the Neo Anderson a bit yesterday, where it goes 1 red DNA, which inside this, it also says RNA. This is not good. Whatever to do with the RNA is not good. You don't want to change this. And it's telling you in the Matrix, a hidden story. When the truth comes out from the smartest people in the world, inside the words of God that they gave to us to speak from the alphabet is in the words. And yeah, sure, you can say I'm making it up. Of course you can. But we make up all the movies that come true, too. Documentaries, nowadays you can make up whatever they are. Unless you're there, you don't know. You don't know. This channel is about trying to figure out what the truth is in all situations that you are involved. That you are involved. Or that, what's it called? That you're involved one way or another. Somehow, maybe there's a chance you're involved in a situation that you don't even know right now because it hasn't affected you yet. The small arm on the clock. So now we have to go small arm and big arm. We got a big arm on the clock and a small arm on the clock. So we're going to now go to small, and we're going to say the small is the The hours are big. The hours are big. The minutes are small. No. The hours are small and the minutes are big. The big arm goes for the minutes. The small arm goes for the hours. So now I have to, S and M come together. The spirit comes together with the man. And all is 124. I just don't really know what anything means, so I have to make up a story. What is LL? What is LL? Well, LL can be replaced by the Y because in Spanish you will say llama. What is your name? KS Tayama? Llama, name? KS Tayamas. Anyways, the exchanging of letters in Spanish, the exchanging of numbers in French, the exchanging of the letters, the B for the V, etc. They're all tells. They're all telling us stories. If we should believe that God has put the word in everything, then this is where I'm getting my information, in the Word of God. I have no information. I only have what everybody has serviced and what is in front of me, what I have observed, what I micro-diagnose and I share, because the truth must be known on how to figure out the truth, or the hidden stories in the word, so that the truth need not ever be written in any book, but bestowed upon every single person that can see the difference and cipher the words. There was something that one of the presidents said. I wanted to speak about it. I don't have it here. I'm going to get it in my phone. Ooh. I have to go back. I'm busy painting again. So I'm busy painting that wall of, whoop, dropped my camera. Guess you can see something that's up there, right? I can see where the camera's pointing. Big old black sun. Big old black sun. Hey, buddy, what's going on? I don't know how I did that. So anyways, there it is, that wall, salmon-like. So we have the minutes, the hours. I don't know what I was talking about before. We talked about the clock, the left, the right, the signs in the piano that we didn't go over. Electric company, the piano left to right, 53 is also Quebec. The head and the tail. When something is complete, it has a beginning and an end. Completion. Complete. Beginning and an end. Like a human being, it has a beginning and an end. I can operate myself. We have a beginning and an end. A machine has a beginning and an end that needs to be fed. So this is number 53. They overlap, okay, on 29 and 24. They are on each side like that. So that's Mars right away. The multiplication becomes 6 and 7. So the replica star system takes the spirit of 76 on one side and Mars on the other to create the cycle of the student of Earth and Mars. This word over here, yo, 11, is what they say in the game of craps to the game of the seventh gate. When you have 11 here, 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, 5 and 6, 11. You have, how did we get the 7 over here? 2 times 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. So we're going to have our multiplication 6, and multiplication here, we are going to get our 7. Where are we over here again? 2 times 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. So we have the spirit of 76, and the addition is here, and here is your addition, and here is your multiplication, and that's why I call it the star system. It's one pin, it's 4, goes around 1. 1,440 minutes in a day. We can cut everything up in a pie. Everybody shoves their knife right through here. The knife goes through here. The knife goes through here. How many times do I have to cut this pie? Do I cut it here and here? Once I cut it this way in half, I must now pass the knife over to the other half and recut that center. That center is cut twice. But we all know when you take a knife, nobody shoves a knife and cuts out the whole cake. They always cut the cake to the center, always to the center. I don't know what equation is going to come up with that. It's just going to be something for the future. When you cut the cake, you cut it to the center. Sorry about that. Noon high. Hey, how's it going? Anyways, I have some things to do. I have to get back to my wall, so I'm not going to be staying here any longer. I'm not sure if you saw the video and the rise the rise effect over time, or the tunnel, or the passage over time can only go so high. There can only be so much before things must. The passage over time can only go so high. There can only be so much before things must change. Since the human being is possibly actually operating and signaling what goes on this planet. I'm just assuming, maybe not, but information comes in from an alter world based on all the human beings' thoughts. If we all think that we're fine and safe, then these thoughts, then the processor will say, they're all okay. We're going to keep giving them information. And since the information is received or stolen before it gets here, and then it's altered by the time we get it, and it's no longer the same, they keep doing it in certain spots, balancing out the, let me say, the happy chakra. And right now, this runs off, I'm assuming it runs off maybe the moon or some other kind of inception into this planet. And now we're going full satellite, and we're going to be completely cut off from the incoming alter system. But I think that there's an on-off switch to this whole thing, that the planet won't run properly unless the people, the human being, is actually satisfied. Otherwise, automatic uproar, some kind of new vibration, a new energy that comes into people and turns everybody into something much different. And they call that standard revolution. The revolutions of a machine, the revolution of anything, the revolutions of machines, the revolution of a fan. If it turns, that there's enough revolutions, it'll blow the wind and push back. Yeah, like the air in a balloon. There's only so much you can blow up that balloon before the balloon pops. There's only so much you can do. Anyways, I got to go back to that wall. I've got my paint here, orange and red. It was actually orange and red before, and I stared at the wall 25 times. But it was the paint wasn't. There was oil paint on it. Now I'm going to cut it out with the latex paint. I'm going to try to put back my Viking sign. Viking beginning with when you put the Viking together, the letters. I don't have the full art yet and everything. I'm quite sure if I put my time to it, I'd go a lot quicker, show less information, but maybe the designs would be better. You have Viking, V-I. See, I can't make it on 3 lines because I can't, unless I do that. I do that. No, I can't do that. That. Just 1 second. Wow, where's my, okay. Let me do this here. I need to, if I did a 3 line and I brought it down here, where would I put this? Here? Is that the way my K would look? Is that the way the Ks look? And the obligation is because there's no corner. I can't start in the middle of something, because if I started in the middle, I'd have to start here. And then this is exactly what my K would look like. So it's telling me a story. At the same time, I want to connect this together, because V and 1 come together, and that's a Roman numeral. And the K usually has a backside to it. So I'm looking at some kind of other sign. 7D1. 741 is what this is telling me. Viking. 741. Do you see the 7 over here? Do you see the 4? The leg is not finished. And it's also a D, so it's the 4th letter. And then the O that comes in from the K, and it's saying it's less than. It's less than. I don't know what it means. Trying to look at this Why I say it's less than, because the arrow in the K, right? But a K has to be designed with, it needs, in order to do this kind of K, I need 4 or 2. Here's the first K, here's the second K. I cannot do, when you see a K with that leg that's in between, okay, it's a pi K. And it's a pi K because it has 3. And K cannot be designed in one area. You can't, it's not possible to create it. You need 1, 2, and then you can create it. And it also is part of Zion, because of this line, because of this line, and because of this line. Those lines will, first of all, it'll say less than 1. And then it'll do, hold on, is it Zion? We have, hold on a second, let me take a look. Well, we also have that, eh? Division between two sides, division and balance over here. If we turn it this way, it also says 5 or 5,000. Zion, what I'm trying to see what's here. Oh yes, this line, okay, will show me Z. The other line, the bottom line, will show me N. This straight line will show me I. So maybe it's Zen inside the K. Number 11. Everything began by number 11. Begin at 11. Don't begin at 10. Begin at 11. 11 is a separation. I'm just looking at this right now. I don't know if it's 100% viable to my thought. K3Vs, I have to understand that. Yeah, the Y2K, the Y being 25, 25 to 2, 25 to 2, 25 to life, Y2K. Or Y2K means from the from ace to king, Y2K, right. The year 2000 is Y2K. It's from 2 over to king. There is no ace. There is no divide. I want to go back to the 11th letter, the K letter. Forget what I was thinking. Yes, the 1 and 1 is what began everything. When you multiply 1 and 1, you still have 1. But when you add them, you have 2. And they're divided. They each have their own. I mean, when you move, you need another space that is big enough that you can go there if you're walking around. First, everybody needs, how much space does a person need, right? And if I go from here to here, I need empty space unless other people are occupying it. I mean, if there's all kinds of tables, I won't be able to go there. So we always need more empty space in order to move around and create. So we always need empty space. And 1 and 1 is the creation of everything. 1 times 1. 1 times 1 and 1 plus 1, that's my star system. And this one equals 1, this one equals 2, and here's my 2, and here's my 1. And that 1, since it multiplies and it goes absolutely nowhere, it stays in the center. It's my satellite feed. And since we begin at 11, okay, we begin at 2. Therefore, A, B, C will begin at 2. And number 1 has no letters on your phone. And on your what's it called, on the bank machine, the Q and the Z are the 26th and the 17th letter, number 43, are on number 1, removed from number 7 and removed from number 9. 79, 13, and 14 is also a division. In gematria, the 13th and the 14th letter are 1 and 1. It makes like the bridge. And then, since it makes the bridge, 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, this design is up there. It's part of the octagon, meaning 8. And you can find this in the deck of cards. The Jack or the King. See the 3 markings? See the queen? The angle? These 2 queens are pointing in 2 different directions. See the angle? One is the N and the other one is the Z. And all these are telling stories. All the Mayan designs on their apparel. There's depth inside of this. Came from the hand, the word of God. Gates of the division of the Omega. Dividing of all. G-O-D. Okay, that's it. I'm going to paint. It's getting late. Need a shower. 10:04, my birthday. 10:04 every day is my birthday. Today is the 19th. The 21st is the 21st of the 21st of the second month is funny number. Just a weird day. And what I like about the 21st of this month is it's less than 30 days and we are in springtime. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Oh, thank you for watching. I'll be back again. I wish I can. I wish I would not. If I could, I wish I would. I don't, and I don't, and I need more time. I need to make more time. I just don't like to sit home all the time, and I can do this more often to put my work together to try and take it to another level. But I guess since I didn't rush it from day one, I'm still not going to rush it now. Let time take its place, because if you go too high, Raphael,